God we trust. People's trust is on the fucking paper. It's right in front of you. Literally right in front of you. The mockery is right in front of your face. It's hilarious. Trust your God right here. There you go. Trust me. The banks. They own every fucking corner. Here, look at it. You walk around Brickell. They own every corner. Every corner. Do you think that's by chance? That's by design.
I know most people out there only have the attention span of a 2-year-old, so I'm going to make this as fast as possible. I don't really which was like 20 pages of exactly what's happening. But let's be honest, most people out there aren't going to take the time to read 20 pages. So I'm going to try my best to basically break down in the most simplest terms what the fuck is happening. Basically, if this thing gets passed in May next year, it takes away the rights of us and our politicians to determine what we should do when it comes to our health department, when it comes to the next pandemic or climate change, whatever they want, mate. You know, they just fucking make up the rules as they go along. But basically, if this shit passes and it goes through, our government has no say. It will by a bunch of fucking strangers, stranger danger, once again, that don't even live in New Zealand. They have no authority here. Well, they don't yet. And of course, it's a little bit more complex than that, but again, for the people out there that can't be fuck reading 20 pages, that's basically what it's saying, just broken down in like a 1-minute video. As I mentioned, I want to keep this brief, but I do want to highlight a couple paragraphs that really stand out from the shit that she sent me. Summary points. Following the COVID-19 pandemic, the two are parallel, blah, 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 blah. Okay, here we go. Who wants to extend its powers to the single controlling authority over information over health, including censorship, human rights impacted, and no checks and balances, with a permanent effect? No mechanism for the member states or the people to challenge the WHO. And no checks and balances, with a permanent effect. No mechanism for the member states or the people to challenge the WHO. No stop button. So yeah, basically what I just said. Once this shit goes through, we will have no control over what the fuck we should do when it comes to these next pandemics. It will be, again, a bunch of fucking strangers that aren't even from here telling us and dictating us what we're allowed to do. If that's what you want, New Zealand, then I would advise you to stop this video right now, scroll on to the next dickhead, and just keep feeding your brain. Number 5. In approximately 6 months' time, May 2024, the 194 member states will have their final vote on both the IHR, which is the International Health Regulations, and Pandemic Treaty. The process takes place behind closed doors. I wonder why it has to be done behind closed doors. I wonder why nobody knows what the fuck is going on in New Zealand. Probably because we're still going around going, oh, let's free this country. Let's free that country. Fuck, what about our country? And Pandemic Treaty takes away the local decision making and replaces a one-size-fits-all approach. How does this benefit public health in New Zealand? Obviously, I'm not an expert when it comes to health and all that kind of shit, but I'm pretty fucking sure this only means one thing when you let other people outside of our country dictate what the fuck we should do with our lives. If adopted, the amendments will move political power from New Zealand voters into the hands of an unelected, undemocratic organization. Yeah, I don't know who's still watching this video, don't know if anybody fucking cares out there, but yeah, that doesn't sound like a good thing, right? It doesn't really matter if it's who, Hillary Clinton or the Obama administration. It doesn't really fucking matter who it is. All that matters is that it's not us. It's not us. We don't have a say. Are you getting what I'm saying, New Zealand? You won't be able to do anything about it. Who can declare a potential pandemic or a public health emergency of international concern? If you're a bit slow and don't know what that means, basically these strangers from another country that don't even live here. Once again, I don't know if anybody out there's listening. Is anybody out there listening? Have you got your tidings on? Cue out there, but yeah, that doesn't sound like a good thing, right? It doesn't really matter if it's who, Hillary Clinton or the Obama administration. It doesn't really fucking matter who it is. All that matters is that it's not us. It's not us. We don't have a say. You won't be able to do anything about it. Who can declare a potential pandemic or a public health emergency of international concern? If you're a bit slow and don't know what that means, basically these strangers from another country that don't even live here can tell us when there's a pandemic, and we will have absolutely nothing to fucking say about it. Once again, I don't know if anybody out there's listening. Is anybody out there listening? Have you got your tidings on? Hugh views climate change as a health crisis. Will Hugh lock us down again in New Zealand because of climate change? If you want to know my answer, I don't know how much longer I'm going to continue to do this political satire comedy thing, because frankly, most people can't handle the fucking truth. And that's all I'm doing. I'm not being a dickhead. I'm not being insensitive when I do all my posts. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you exactly what you need to hear, but don't want to hear. Once again, I don't see another influence You will have no choice. Do you know what this is sounding like? Get ready for the tinfoil comments in the comment section. But it's sounding to me like the one world government plan. But yes, if you want to go full in depth with it, I'm going to leave a link somewhere where you can actually have access to all of these files and you can go over it. But I just thought I would bring this to your guys' attention. Hopefully out there, somebody is sharing this video right now or telling somebody about it, because guess what? Once again, if this goes through, you will have no choice, no say, no mana, no nothing. It will be sold off to a bunch of fuckwits that aren't even from New Zealand. How about that? Yay, kia kaha, New Zealand. But in all seriousness, hopefully this message gets through to somebody. Hopefully you are sharing this message. I'm just doing my part, mate. That's all I can do, you know? Followers from New Zealand saying anything, so good luck, New Zealand. This was your warning. This was your wake-up call. And hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Live, still Superman. What the fuck is going on? Why are we still promoting this bullshit?
Back when Mark Wahlberg was Marky Mark, this is how we used to make the party start. We used to mix in